Right guys, who are Kidney Research UK? How was I diagnosed with lupus? And how many kidneys do I really have? You'll find out all this in this video. Hey guys, and welcome back to the channel. It's me, Mark, and you're here with Rima. And we are off to Central London today for another charity walk. This time it is for Kidney Research UK. Last one was for Lupus UK. You can check the other video out on my channel if you haven't seen it already. And we're walking around Central London today and we're crossing over lots of different London bridges. So it's a London Bridges walk, and the concept is that you obviously fill the gap, cross bridges, form relationships and connections to help people that are struggling with kidney issues across the UK. And you obviously have to raise as much money as you can. We've raised, how much have we raised? About £400 roughly already. And we're hoping to raise a tiny bit more in the coming weeks. So I'm going to bring you all along with me. You can have a look at all the different London bridges that we're going to cross. And hopefully this weather stays. So throughout this walk today, I'm actually going to be telling you a lot about myself. So I've realized that I've got quite a lot more followers over the last few weeks, and I wanted to make an about me video, but I thought I would do something a little bit quirky and mix it up a bit. So I'm going to do it today whilst I'm doing the charity walk for you guys. So I'm going to be answering lots of different questions about myself, all about how I've been living with my kidney disease. And I'm also going to be telling you a lot more about Kidney Research UK and the work they do for people across the country suffering from chronic kidney disease or any other illnesses that other people may have. So hopefully you learn a bit more about me today and a bit more about Kidney Research UK and see some nice London sights. So let's get into it. Right, we just made it to Embankment station. We just need to have a quick look around and see where the meetup place is. I'm hoping there's loads of people here walking around London today. Let's go and see how many people there really are. I'm here with Jason. If you've seen any of my previous videos, this is my brother who donated to me.
Hey guys.
So he's got, I've got his kidney, just right there, right at the front. And he's joined us for the walk today as well.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, he couldn't make the Lupus UK walk, but he's definitely going to be here for the Kidney Research UK. How much money have you raised in total so far, Jason?
I've raised £180.
Oh, fantastic, fantastic. I think as a massive group, I think all of us here, all our family and stuff, we've raised nearly £1,000.
I think over £1,000.
Over £1,000.
So,
yeah,
you know.
It's an absolutely fantastic effort. And looking around right now, the walk's starting in about an hour, and there's already loads and loads of Kidney Research UK t-shirts here. Yeah. I can't wait to see the final amount that was raised. Yeah. All to support people with chronic kidney disease across the UK and helping to cure illnesses that probably didn't have a cure only 10, 15 years ago. So they're doing a really, really good cause. So you'll see more from Jason throughout the walk.
Definitely.
And I'll be telling you more about Kidney Research UK throughout the walk as well.
Make sure you guys donate as well.
Yeah, if you can. I'll leave the Justgiving page link at the bottom of this video, and we'll be making as much money as possible. And we're just being photobombed at the moment by Rima and Arietta. started our walk, our 7.3-mile walk. I'm going to cross loads and loads of London bridges and see lots of different London sights. So like I said at the start of the video, I'm going to make this video all about me. So you're going to learn a little bit more about me during this video, and you're going to be learning a little bit more about Kidney Research UK. So we might as well start with the easy things. My name is Mark, I'm 28 years old. I had a kidney transplant in December 2018, and I was diagnosed with lupus / IgA when I was 17 years old. That's my relationship, let's say, with chronic kidney disease. And since December, I've been cured of my IgA lupus, and now I'm trying to recover from my kidney transplant. I'm also married to Rima. We met in high school, and she's been with me through all the kidney issues and the transplant. She's been through absolutely everything with us, and she probably understands kidneys a lot more than I do by now. And yeah, that's Rima. So as I mentioned before, I was diagnosed with lupus when I was 17 years old, and I'm going to tell you what happened when I was being diagnosed, because it wasn't the smoothest of diagnoses, I should say. Lupus is already well known for being hard to diagnose because it takes on loads of traits of other illnesses, and I don't think, well, this is almost 10, 11 years ago now, I don't think lupus was as well known as it was as it is now back then. So I had been ill for a long time, about maybe 6 months or so, in the summer of 2008, and I had gone to my GP many times, and they'd all just sent me home with antibiotics and told me that to rest up and drink lots of water. And then it got to about Christmas time, and I was ill once again. So I went to see my GP again, and unfortunately my regular GP wasn't there. But luckily for me, my substitute GP was there, and as soon as I got there, she told me to take a blood test and a urine sample. So I had a blood test and a urine sample, as I said, and literally within 2 hours of leaving the GP, my substitute GP called me back and said, "You need to go straight to hospital." I was like, oh, okay, right. So a 17-year-old, I did what any 17-year-old do, and I called my mum. I said, "Mum, I've been told I need to go into hospital." And then I spent 6 weeks in hospital, having tons of tests done to me, different blood tests, loads of different procedures. And after about 6 or 7 weeks, they finally diagnosed me with Lupus SLE. So one of the things that I remember vividly from when I was just ill, before I was diagnosed with lupus, is my ankles and my feet, they swelled up massively, and I had no clue what was causing it. I think one day I was in the garden, just I think we were playing Monopoly, and after 3 hours of sitting in the garden, my legs and my feet were enormous, and it turned out that because my kidneys were damaged and they weren't working properly, they were actually leaking the fluids from my kidney, and I was retaining water in the bottom of my feet. So swelling of the ankles, swelling of the feet is a very well known symptom of Lupus SLE. So I'm just going to spend a bit of time talking to you about my actual kidney transplant now. So, of course I have a transplanted kidney from my brother Jason, but I also still have my infected kidneys inside. So I actually still have my other kidneys, which means I have 3 kidneys in total. That's my fun fact about me. And the reason they The reason they leave your infected kidneys inside is because it's actually too dangerous to remove them. There's no point. It's very close to your spinal cord and some other major organs. There's just no point operating on them, so they've effectively disconnected them now, and they just shrivel up inside you without having any function at all. So they just stay inside you. So, Rima, how much do you think you knew about kidney disease when we were in high school together, when we were 16, 17, before any of this happened?
When it happened, I literally knew nothing, or the bare minimum. I literally just knew.
Did you?
Obviously, we all had kidneys. That was it.
Did you know of, or have you ever heard of lupus before?
No, I never heard of lupus actually. Not even one person.
Yeah, same with me as well. I'd never heard of lupus until I was actually diagnosed with lupus, and then the obvious thing we did straight afterwards was Google search lupus. Learned as much as we could.
I actually found out a lot of famous people have lupus as well.
Yeah, if you've seen my other video about lupus, you'll see that there are lots of famous people that have lupus. Michael Jackson has it, Lady Gaga, a few other people as well. And how much do you think you've learnt about kidney disease and chronic kidney illnesses over the last 11 years then?
Over the last 11 years? A hell of a lot.
So,
a lot. There's literally all the doctor's appointments we've been to, all the online research I've done, all the leaflets I've read.
yeah, so Rima's been to almost every other appointment with me. She's been to all of my biopsies. She was obviously there on the transplant day, and she's been doing her own research as well, learning as much as you can, because it can be really tricky sometimes if you are the family member or if you're the friend of the person who has a chronic kidney disease, or they're going through tough times with their illnesses and they don't really understand it completely. So I think what Rima's done is she's made sure that she's tried to understand everything as much as she could,
Yeah.
even though she knows that she'll never fully understand how it feels to have the illnesses or the stresses that we are going through as kidney transplant patients or CKD sufferers. Right, so we're just having a little break. I thought I'd talk more to Jason. You've seen him before in my other videos. He's my transplant donor
And brother.
and brother. So, Jason, what did you know about kidney disease or any kidney illnesses about 10, 11 years ago before I was diagnosed with anything?
Pretty much nothing.
That's the answer I've got from most people today, so not much was known 10, 20 years ago.
Exactly.
And what have you learnt then in the next 10, 11 years, and particularly over the last year when you've been involved when you've been involved as my kidney donor?
Well, to be fair, I learned quite a bit about, how long ago is it now? Probably about 2 years after Mark got diagnosed, because I remember distinctly there was a conversation me and Mark were having, and I can't remember the analogy. I think you found the analogy online, and it was to do with like some spoons. I don't know if you remember.
Theory. I've shared the spoon theory a few times with you guys.
Exactly.
As well.
So,
I'll put a link at the bottom as well.
So he basically ran through me with this, and I had no idea what it was. So then I done a lot of research about it, and ever since then I've just learned even more about it, and especially in the last year, kidney function, how it's measured, what needs to be done to maintain good kidney function.
So you've learned about all the key terminology as well, in terms of like my creatinine, which I've probably spoken about in another video as well, and kidney function, like Jason said, how well the kidneys are working, GFR and everything. So, Jason, how many kidneys do you have now?
I've got one.
And what kidney did I take from you? Do you remember it was your left side or your right side?
My left kidney.
I took your left kidney.
So if anyone that is watching this may be concerned about being a donor, rest assured, life is exactly the same, whether you have 2 kidneys or whether you have 1 kidney.
And we are literally a living example of that right now.
Yeah.
We are doing a 7-mile walk together only 6 months after the transplant.
Yeah,
We actually met Jason's donor today as well, which was hilarious.
Frank Dorr.
Frank Dorr, he's
surgeon.
walking with us today on this walk. And he performed Jason's surgery, taking his kidney out for him. So any questions you want to add, put them down below. We can answer them. I'll get Jason to answer them as well. If you have any questions about what it takes to be a donor, or if you're the recipient and you want to know more about what tests has to be done, I did make a video about it. You can check it out as well. But we'll be hearing more from Jason later on.
Definitely.
And we'll see you guys in a bit. Thank you so much, guys.
Thank you, guys.
Thank you. So there we are, 7 miles complete, all finished, back to the park where we started this morning at 11 o'clock. It is now 3 o'clock. It's taken us 4 hours. We've stopped along the way for food and toilet breaks. It's been a really, really good walk. And we're just going to collect our medals now.
There you go, mate. Nice one.
Thanks so much.
Bye.
There we are. Got it. So guys, that's it. The end of the walk, all finished now. The DJ's gone home. Everyone is chilling out in the sunshine. We all have our fantastic medals. I absolutely love this medal. It's been a really, really good day. 7.3 miles in total, crossing Waterloo Bridge, London Bridge, across Millennium Bridge. Lots and lots of things to see when the video does finally come out. Hope you enjoyed it, hope you learned something about it. Hope you learned a little bit more about me in this video as well. If you do have any questions, put them at the bottom in the comments and I'll get back to you. Thanks so much for your support, guys, it really means a lot. This is the first big event that I've done since my transplant and I've had an absolutely amazing time. So follow me on my other social media outlets, Instagram, Facebook and Twitter, and hopefully I'll be able to make another video for you very, very soon. Thanks so much for watching, guys. Bye.